Hey Phil friends, it's Gigi here today with the latest from what Katie did. It's another Satine collection. This is the Latte Satine. We've previously had the Blush Satine, and this is kind of like the summer version. The color is absolutely gorgeous, the latte. It's delicious to look at, really. It looks like dessert, love it. It's that beautiful satin fabric with the circle stitched bra and all the contrasting stitching on the belt. The belt is one of my favorite pieces in this collection. Yeah, the size range is typical for what Katie did fashion, so like 32 to 38, C to F, with the 38 only going to a DD. However, before we get into all the lovely details of this gorgeous set, speaking of sizing, I've just finished trying on the set for size myself, and I found the bra to be much more generous than my Blush Satine, especially in the cup. I did find the band to be a little more roomy, but that wasn't a bad thing. To tell you the truth, the Blush Satine band was very snug. And this is something that happens sometimes with lingerie that's been dyed black. We often find the black power mesh, the dye actually shrinks it a little bit, I've learned, and it makes it a little bit less stretchy. So this is my own Blush Satine bra that I've worn many times, and I usually actually wear it with an extender because the band is quite firm. So this is the 36F in the Blush Satine, and this is the 36F in the Latte Satine. Even just by watching me stretch the two, you can see there's definitely more give in the band. Not so much though that I suggest you band down, but where I really noticed it, or was quite surprising, was the cup. So this is the 36F in the Blush, and behind it is the 36F in the Latte. So as you can see, it's noticeably larger when you place them together. The wire is pretty much the same. It's just a higher cup, and I would say a slightly deeper cup. My suggestion would be to cup down from your usual what Katie did size, especially if you have the Blush Satine and you like that fit. I would cup down. Like if I were to treat myself to this one, which I might, I would cup down. So that's on the fit of the bra. Other than that, I would say, yeah, again, the band pretty much the same. The black looks a little bit longer actually, but to be fair, this is a worn bra. This is not a worn bra. So that's probably why. But the peach power mesh definitely has more give than the black power mesh. So a little smidge roomy in the band, but I would say a full cup generous in the cup. I do have the 38 DD here as well, because I usually bring home the largest band size as well, just to check everything out. And I tried on this one and the cup was much better. So the 38DD, which would normally be akin to a 36E, is closer to a 36F, as you can see there. So that being said, now you know, it'll be easier for you to order. Once again, I do recommend cupping down. If you found the Blush Satine to be a good fit. If you found the Blush Satine to be a bit small in the cup, well then stick with the usual. But otherwise, yeah, cup down. Now, let's go into the beautiful details. So the gorgeous Latte Satin with the kind of cream colored circle stitch on the bra. That same, I guess I'm calling it cream, but I guess it's their peach. It is. It's their beautiful peach. It just looks extra creamy next to the latte. So the contrasting pale peach bow, and then the back is all power mesh for comfort. The straps have a little bit of give and they're adjustable. And then you can see the inside of the cup. You can really see the circle stitch, which is really cool. And then all the encasings are felted, so it's nice and comfortable. Beautiful bra, very, very supportive bra. Gorgeous shape. It's very projected and retro looking without being a sharp point, which I love and lots of you do, but I know some people don't, or maybe you don't want it all the time. So you can still get that kind of like vintage look without the super pointy look. Gorgeous bra. And then moving on to the beautiful, beautiful belt. It's a classic 6-strap from what Katie did. Always those nice, thick, hardy straps. Lots of satin in the belt. So I said this with the blush sateen as well. It's kind of a debate between your usual and sizing up. I ended up sizing up because I liked the way the 14 sat over my hips as opposed to my usual 12. Because the satin doesn't have hardly any give. So the only give is in these little power mesh wings here. And well, that's pretty much it. So if you have a fuller bottom or like a larger hip to waist ratio, you might want to size up in the belt just so it'll go smooth over your hips a little bit nicer. And because it's not, there's not too much give in the satin, I found I don't have a problem with it shimmying down because it's a little tiny bit roomy in the waist. So that's the beautiful belt. And then there's one panty style with this set, and that is this full brief. Super gorgeous. You really get to appreciate that delicious latte satin in the brief. It does have power mesh on the sides for fit and comfort, and then it's all satin at the back. This panty doesn't have much at all give this way. And I mention that because if you have a very round bottom, you will likely want to size up if you want it to be a true high waist. Personally, I usually wear the largest size in the brief and what Katie did, the 14. And although the brief fits me in the Satine collections, it doesn't come quite as high as I'd like. So it's not for me. But it is for a lot of other people. A lot of people really love this cut. If you have a, standard vintage figure or less than 10 inch or less than difference between your waist and hips, then stick with your regular size. So only if you have a very round bottom that you're going to want to maybe size up in this. I do love the cut. I love the high leg. It is a really flattering cut on most people. So that is we'll keep the little brief here. So the Satine collection is so fun because it's a 4-piece collection. So you have the belt, the brief, the bra, and then you have a little waspy waist cincher. And of course it looks really awesome all together. But you can also, of course, just wear the cincher, just wear the belt. You can mix it up. The waspy style waist cincher is one of my favorite pieces what Katie did does. I have it in black, I have it in peach, I have the blush sateen version. It's really great if you're short waisted and you find the glamour waist cincher, which is the longer version with the detachable garter straps. For me personally, that's a little bit too long. Like it's just a little bit uncomfortable because I'm very short waisted and I'm short. But the waspy is all about the waist, and it's really great for short-waisted people, but honestly, like anybody who wants like a really snatched waist, this baby is awesome. It is mostly power mesh, but there are, how many boning channels? Well, that's a fair amount. 1, 2, 3, 6. So there's 6 bones, and the bones are spiral steel, as they always are with what Katie did, which means it's so comfortable to wear. You can wear it all day, I promise. And it's super powerful. You get like a really great cinch with this piece. So that is the cincher. And then, yeah, back to the belt. We've got the belt, the cincher, the brief. And then I was going to show you some stockings. I mean, it's a latte set, so why not pair it with latte seams? Or, of course, the nutmeg seams for a deeper neutral. it'll look really beautiful, all neutral like that. Of course, this set will look great with any stockings, especially some of our colorful ones for spring, like, you know, the powder blue or the pink. Any of those will look really pretty with this set. Once again, sizes 32C to 36F, 38DD, and bottoms in sizes 4 to 14. Now in stock. Thanks so much. Bye.